What's going on with the culture lot? J.Cole being sued by Cameron for $500,000 because Cole has failed to hold up his end of an agreement, allegedly. My name is Tahchee. This is my take. Let's get it. Yeah. So Cameron suing J. Cole for 500 racks. Allegedly, Cameron and J. Cole had an agreement, and J. Cole has failed to hold up his end of the deal. So this whole thing stems back to J. Cole's fourth album, Might Delete Later. There's a track on it, an intro track, Ready 24, which features Cameron. He's rapping on it, so they collabed over on this track. And this is where everything is stemming from. So Cameron is alleging that he and J. Cole had an agreement. We don't know if it was written down or if it's a handshake agreement. We have no idea. But they had an agreement. Cam would do the song for Cole, and in return, Cole would do a song for Cam for one of his future projects, or he would appear on Cam's show, It Is What It Is, with Mace and Stat Baby, Trevor Wilson. None of that has happened. So now Cam has decided to sue. But it's a little more to that, because you see people talking and they're saying like, oh, how can Cam just gonna up and sue him? Now come on. Do you really think that Cameron just out of the blue just sued him? He obviously tried to reach out to Cole, and deaf is. He didn't get anything back. So Cameron alleges that for about 2 years, he had done just that. He had been reaching out to Cole, getting in, having communications with Cole to get the track done, or to get the show, or to get him to appear on the show. And every time Cam says that he was met with resistance. Cole was never available. He's always, I can't do it, I'm not available, I can't do it this day, just pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. So at a certain point, I guess Cam said, I don't think he's gonna do it. He's reneging on the deal. And at that point, what do you do with your Cameron? You drop a J. Cole diss record, or you come at him on IG? I think Cam took the business approach, since the homie approach ain't working. And he said, well, I'm assuming. You gotta understand, 2 years is a hell of a grace period. So I'm not mad at Cam. He gave him, for 2 years, I've been trying to get this guy to do something for me, and he said no. In the lawsuit, Cam says he sent Cole a bunch of tracks that he was going to use for his projects. He said, listen to this, listen to these tracks, pick one that you rock with, and just hop on it. Cole said no. Cole said, if we're gonna do a song together, it would be best for us to come together and just create the song. So Cam said, alright, we're not doing that. I already got these songs. These are the songs that I have for my project. These songs I've already picked these songs. They're gonna be in my project. I don't want to make a new song. It's these songs. And Cam's like, I bet. So forget the song thing. Then you're gonna show up on the show. You're gonna do my YouTube show. And Cole's been ducking ever since, I guess. Can you do it this date? Not available. This date, not available. At a certain point, when somebody's they're blowing you off. He don't want to do it. So now, Camp's saying, all right, bet. You reneged on the deal. So now I'm going to sue you for $500K, which is what I think that record that I did for you is worth. So basically, it sounds like Cam wanted to do a swap. That's all this was originally. I'm not going to charge you. Don't worry about giving me points on the record. I don't care about that. I'm good. What I want from you actually is just to do a song for me or come on my show. That's it. We good. Don't even worry about all that paperwork for the song. I did the song out of love. We good. As long as you do this, we're good. Cole didn't do that. So now Cam is going, all right, bet. So now you are going to credit me on this song as one of the writers, and he probably wants points on the song too. And he's assuming that the song is worth probably about $500K of what he's owed in retro, right? So he said in the lawsuit that he wants full accounting on the album, on that song. And he feels like it's going to be up to about $500K or more. So we'll see how that plays out. But you can't get mad at Cam when he tried to do it the cool way, the homie way. And Cole decided that, he wanted to duck him. So his hands are tied. He ain't going, listen, Cam's about to be 50. He ain't going to get on IG and go crazy on Cole. He would look crazy. Because we would be looking at it like, yo, why Cam going that Cole? So he did it the legal way. We had a business agreement. You didn't fulfill your side of the agreement. I did my part. You didn't do your part. So guess what? We're going to court, buddy. You're going to pay me what you owe. And if you think about it, Ready 24 is probably the biggest song on Might Delete Later. When did that come out? Like 2023? Or 2024, I should say. Which means they probably did the song in 2023. Aside from the Kendrick song that got taken off the album, this is probably the next biggest song on the album. And it's like the first track, so it got clicked, which means it's generated revenue. So Cam's owed something since Cole doesn't want to fulfill his obligations, his part of the deal. It is what it is. And you wonder, like, oh, why didn't he just do the podcast? If he didn't want to do the track, why didn't he just do the podcast? What would be the big deal of coming to sit on the podcast? This isn't rocket science. We know what happened in 2024. We know Cole's role and position in that whole situation with the boogeyman and the Canadian. We know what happened. It doesn't take a psychic or a mind reader to assume that Cole does not want to sit down on that platform because he knows Cam is going to ask him what happened with that. What was the apology about? What's going on? Like, keep it real, keep it a buck with me. He's going to ask him. And Cole does not want to address that, at least not in that format. Because I'm sure Cole is going to address it on his next album, The Fall Off, in the way that he wants to address it and be done with it. So he's going to duck the podcast because he knows Cam's going to ask. He's going to say, I got to ask. And Cole doesn't want to sit there and dance around that or deal with that right now. It's that simple. There's no other reason why. There's no other reason why. It is what it is. So however this plays out, I don't think it's going to go to a courtroom. They're going to sit in a room and they're going to figure it out. And hopefully cooler heads prevail and they can shake hands and continue to collaborate and do things like that. I hope it doesn't sour their relationship that much, although it's going to sour it a bit because, hey, now it's business. When we could have just talked this out and figured it out way before it got to this point. But that just is what it is. I'm Tahchee. That was my take. Listen, Cole, stop ghosting people, man. It's not cool. But this is Tahchee. That's me. I'm Tahchee. Listen, that was my take. This is the culture. Keep it locked. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. All the things, man. All the things. Just do it. Just do it, please. I have nothing else to say. So I'm going to end this video